This is Mark with the LA Sports Network.
And I'm Jim Plater with Drum Corps World Magazine.
And we have just finished a phenomenal show here at the Rose Bowl in Pasadena, California. And we want to bring some of those people that are behind the scenes, both that are working the show as well as our alumni, which really helped drive this production. We have Ryan H. Turner, who is the voice of Southern California Drum Corps. I know his name. 4 years for him to figure out mine when I was on the podium. We have Mike Canote, who is actually, again, one of those backbones. He keeps this show running just amazingly here with our DCI organization here. We also have Frankie here, who is one of our alumni with Blue Devils, who took the top spot tonight. Again, bringing in again that alumni, which again helps drive this sport to what it is today. Guys, what do you feel about this show? What are some of those things, those fun points, those high points you saw out there?
I'll start. I'm never one to not have anything to say. You know, one of the things that I really love about being here, other than the fact that I grew up in Pasadena and this is my home stadium. I've performed in this stadium many times in high school and in college. But to come back in here and see all of these people and to have them react to the shows, that is really what makes Drum Corps so special. As a performer with the Drum and Bugle Corps, and then now as an announcer and helping kind of get the crowd riled up, I just love it. It's part of the gig, and it's what makes Drum Corps so attractive and addictive to people. It's that audience participation, that feedback of energy back and forth from the corps to the audience, and the audience to the corps.
Mike, Frankie?
I have to concur with Brian here.
Man of many words.
Which one do you want to be here?
Oh, wait, what have you been drinking tonight?
Water. Only water.
I have to agree with Ryan. It's you get the feedback that you get from the corps and everything, and the audience back and forth. I mean, the corps feed off the audience, and it goes back and forth the whole evening. I personally don't get a chance to witness a lot of the corps because I'm that man behind the scenes, as you said, and I'm making sure everything's running on time. So I'm making sure everybody's in place to be ready to go on as the next corps is ready to perform, and just keep the whole thing rolling.
And one point on that is, if you don't do what he says, it's over.
Forget it. I've been one of those ones, and he started yelling at me, and I was just like going,
Just shy of bringing out the ammunition.
Frank, being an alumni, how is it a little different for you?
It's absolutely amazing. I marched in '82, as you guys may remember. Played contrabass for the Blue Devils. Tonight's show is absolutely incredible. All of these corps are just phenomenal. The things that have changed over the years, and my understanding is that Santa Clara is obviously pretty hot and awesome as the Phantom Regiment, but the Blue Devils are also going to be adding material as the season goes on, so it's going to be quite phenomenal when finals comes. I can't wait for that.
Jim, we've been talking a lot about tonight about the evolution of what Drum Corps was when most of us were all younger.
Yeah.
I'm just looking at it right now. I'm like, there's probably over 200 years worth of Drum Corps experience
That's
sitting
just
in
me,
this.
right?
It is really, again, things have changed. And again, the season is young. We're only in the second week of the scores and the competition. When August rolls around, it's going to be pretty crazy to see what these corps have added.
But some of the things, the corps now, they're in better shape now than they were at the end of the year last year. I mean, we're looking at Vanguard, Phantom, Blue Devils, pretty much everyone actually. And they've come out and just blown us away like it's the end of the season. Of course, they're going to come out with something bigger and better, as we were told.
Yes.
Yeah.
Almost every director has told the same thing. This is just the beginning. So when August rolls around, it's going to be, as Jim has said a lot tonight, it's going to be phenomenal. Blue Devils, again, taking the top spot. Santa Clara is right on there here, so is Phantom. It's always good to see Mandarin's really going back to their roots tonight, which was a real pleasure to listen to them, as well as bring out 100 horns. 100 horns was just, and they are playing. So all the other corps out there, they're not faking it.
No,
those color guard are playing their heart out. And being a brass player, watching them, I'm like, they were playing. I can attest to that. But it is going to be a pleasure seeing what happens later on in the season itself.
And that's one of the things about the Drum Corps activity that, just to tie into what Frankie was saying is that it doesn't matter what key the horn is in, how many valves there are, what the color guard's doing out there, the advancements of electronics and show design and everything else like that. I don't care, because it comes down to the bottom line. Those are kids. Those are kids 21 years of age and younger, and most of those corps have the average age of about 17. You think about the things that they're doing out on the field, it's mind-blowing. And some of the things that are different nowadays are absolutely the exact same as when you marched in 82, when I marched in 85 through 87, and when you marched in the 20s.
Not quite.
Sorry, but you know what I'm saying. I mean, it's the same thing. It's kids. It's kids all united doing the same thing, and it's just amazing. That's why alumni like us keep coming back. We can't stop. 33 years I've been doing it. You about 150.
But it doesn't. It's not just these kids. It's not just
We
these kids.
have to add one more thing.
Oh no!
Oh. This guy. Hold on a second.
Special guest star.
We have another fellow. Come on, Big Rick.
I got all my stuff on me.
We only got so much time.
Rick, come on in here.
Get it?
I'll say, outside of Mike here, when it came to when I was on the podium, and I was one of those late bloomers. I didn't get to march when I was younger. I actually got to march in an all-age corps. And still, as an adult, still having that energy when being on that podium. These two men, pretty much, in one weekend, got me on my toes. Because the following weekend, I'm like, I'm ready. And they're like going, that's right, you are. Rick, always a pleasure. Today, again, not on the field, though, doing a little bit different job here, because as the officials, they go where they tell them. Your feelings of the show tonight?
I didn't see it.
You didn't see anything?
I was busy making sure the recordings get in the system, the numbers get in the system. So, you know, that's what I do. Sometimes you see it, sometimes you don't. Sometimes you feel like a nut, sometimes you don't.
We're going to get some sponsorship hopefully for that one.